Hello, Miss, and hello everyone who is watching this video. My name is Alexis Joshua Gallardo Garcia. I'm student of octavo A en la Universidad Autónoma de Chiapas, Escuela de Lenguas, Campus 4 Tapachula. Okay, this is my social service project, my research. Okay, the title is Helping to Improve Academic Performance, Improving Student Performance Through Better Communication with Teachers and Students with Mixed Schedules. Okay, before to start, I want to say something important that when we are in an administrative area in a social service, it's difficult to find educational a program focused on education. It's difficult because the kind of problems that we can find in these areas are like pre-organization of papers or something like that. Okay, because I saw this kind of problems in the area that I am. Okay, I'm in Secretaría Académica with the teacher Abadia, okay, in la Universidad Autónoma de Chiapas. Okay, so in the second week, when I start the social service, I saw this problem. Okay, I saw most students came to the office and said to the teacher, help me, I have a problem. And teacher was like, okay, tell me, what is your problem? And they said, my schedule, I have a problem with my schedule because my schedule is in the morning, but I have to come to school to come to school in the afternoon because I have one class in 8 p.m. or the opposite. I'm in the afternoon and I have to come to school at 8 a.m. and it's difficult for me because I have to travel from I'm not living in Tapachula and it's difficult for me, or I have another thing to do, or I have to work, etc. Okay. And when I saw the first student with this problem, I thought something like, okay, it happens. I was a student with mixed schedule too, but more students went to the office, and I was like, okay, and it's a problem. And I said I was a student with mixed schedule. I know what kind of problems we can face when we are students with mixed schedule. This problem happens when it's most common when the groups are um, composed by 25 students or more students. Okay, because the classes are designed for groups of 25 students, not from or 30 students as a maximum. Of course, if your group are for example, you are in the afternoon and another group in the morning, they are 15 students and your group is 13 students. Of course, most of these students have to take the subject, one or two subjects in the morning. Why? Because the classes are not designed for a bigger group. Okay. My pedagogical intervention was the communication, because when we are students with mixed schedule, it can affect our academic performance. How? Because for example, I study in the afternoon and I have to come to school in the morning just for one subject. I almost all the rest of my subjects are in the afternoon. Why? Why I have to come to school just for 1 hour? Why? I can sleep. I should sleep. I have another thing to do more important than this class because it's just 1 hour and I have to stay all day in the school just for 1 hour waiting the rest of my classes. It's not important. Most students think that it is not important because it's one subject, 1 hour, and I have 7 more hours in the afternoon, and I have to come 6 or 4 hours more for 1 hour. Why? No. Most students think something like that. Okay? And it's a problem that, of course, the problem can solve with the teachers because the problems depends of the name of students, of the system, of the network, when we are when we page the inscription of school. It depends of various of many things. Okay, it depends of many things. Okay, and of course, the communication it's important because I said before, I was a student with mixed schedule. Just for 1 hour, I had to stay all day in the school, and it was difficult for me. But when I said to my teacher, I'm just in the morning for your class, and the rest of my classes are in the afternoon. If I had a if I would have a problem and I can't come for your class, please help me because it's 1 hour. I should assist in all your classes, but 1 or 2 classes I couldn't come. Um, this teacher understands my situation, and she told me, "Okay, I understood. I understand your situation. Okay, if you have a problem with to come, tell me. Just tell me or let me know. Okay." And I was okay. Thank you. And it it helps me because when I had problems to go to school in the morning, I just said to the teacher, I had a problem. I don't live in Tapachula. I have to travel to Tapachula and my house every day, um, in the afternoons, and it's difficult for me. The teacher should understand your problem. Okay, that's the reason why the communication is important, um, because the population in of this research uh, tells uh, tells to his teachers or their teachers that they have a mixed schedule. Okay, of course, it was important to choose a subject because you have to think about your schedule, of course. But the importance of this research is that uh, the academic performance it cannot affect with the schedule because I said before, the students could give the importance of the couldn't give the importance to the class because it's just 1 hour. Okay, and I learned something important with this research. No, all the teachers could understand your situation. Not all the teachers, of course, because um, the the teachers have freedom, f- have the freedom to do with their subject something that he he or she want. Of course, it's their subject. If he or she wants to tell you no, that's okay because it's the teacher. But teacher should understand your problem. But sometimes it cannot happen. Okay, important, something important. Okay, and I learned that with this research. And of course, the results that I obtained is that the students with this problem um, improve their academic performance, don't have problems with the academic performance because if she couldn't come to the class, the teacher understands. The teachers make another activities with these students. The teachers make another activities with these students because this his case is special and it's it's okay. Don't worry. The teachers said, "Don't worry. Okay, I understand. I understand your problem, your situation. You are 4 inch, and you have to travel just for 1 hour, and it's difficult because you have to stay all day in school. That's okay. I understand. But of course, you have to respond for the teacher's helps. Why? Because the teacher gave you the opportunity to do something else, another activities. And of course, you have to do these activities because the teachers gives you the confidence to uh, do another activities different are the rest of your classmates. Okay, that's important too. You have to be responsible. Okay, you have to be responsible because the teacher gave you the confidence. You have to be responsible. Okay, and of course, this research is um, qualitative research because I collect data. Uh, I made questions for these students for my population with mixed schedules, and not all students with mixed schedules answer my questions because they won. Most students won, but don't worry. With my population, I with the population that I choose, I obtain good results. It had a good impact with the students and the teachers because the students improved their academic performance and the achievement was good, and that's for me was a good results. And for students also was a good results because they learn how they could solve the problem, and of course it was very good for them. And the most important aspects of this project are that the communication is important. You have to be honest, of course, with your teachers. You have to be honest always, 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 always. You have to be honest with your teacher because you can lie to your teacher. If your teacher understands your situation, that's okay, but you can do that every day. Teacher, I can go to the class today and tomorrow and the rest of the week. No, you can't do that. You have to be responsible. Okay, if you have uh, a situation with your teacher, you have to be responsible always, always. And it not depends just for the subject. You have to be responsible. Okay, remember that. And I said that I said it to the population. You have to be responsible, of course, because I learned that you have to be honest with your teacher. You have to be a good student with your teacher because if the teacher uh, knows that you are a good student, okay, that the teachers understand your situation. But if you are a student that never come to the class, never do the activities, never participate in classes, of course the teacher uh, could couldn't give you a opportunity or this kind of opportunities because he or she know who are you and how how you act in these cases. Okay, and of course I learned that, and it's important. It will be important this investigation because in I know that the program for students for first semester will be different, but the rest of students have the same program. We can call it like a old program, and it will be important for these students because if the communication is important, of course, in the society in general, the communication it's important. Okay, I want to say something in Spanish. My grandma always says, "El que no habla, Dios no lo escucha." So you have to communicate with your teachers, with your parents. You have to tell them your situation, and of course it's important. Okay, and I learned a lot of things with this research that not all the problems can solve just talking, of course, but you have to be honest. You know what kind of person you are. Okay, and based on this, based on of the teachers knows uh, who are you and how you act and how um, which kind of students you are. The teacher could or couldn't help you. Okay, so uh, you have to be honest always. I repeated that, but it's important to be honest, of course. And okay, And that's all from this investigation. Thank you so much. And I hope that this investigation will be important in the future. I know that it will be important in the future. Um, Thank you very much. Thanks for watching the video. If you have questions up, you can comment in the comment box. So thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.